What's going on, everybody? We're back at the house now, and it is, what's today's day? Was it Thursday?
18th. Yes.
It's Thursday.
18th.
So
18th of June.
a week ago is whenever we took the Camaro out to do the testing, and it broke for the second time. So that's a problem. And yeah, so we got it all tore apart. And Dad, what did we find? What do we think we found? Because we don't know what we're doing.
What do you mean we don't know what we're doing?
Anyway, so yeah, fun times. I know my hat doesn't match my outfit, but I don't care. And you guys can have a hat like this too if you go to 269motorsports.com and pick up a shirt, hat, or sticker. You guys should check it out. So we think the main problem is that the push rod's vibrating.
I wouldn't say vibrating.
Well,
here's what's happening. The first pass, made the pass, back to the pits, went back up to make the second pass, got out of the box, come out of the box, car died, coughed through the carburetor. Back to the trailer, pull the valve cover off. Am I in the video?
Yeah, you should
Okay.
be.
Hey, what's up?
It's wide frame.
Come back to the trailer, pull the valve cover off. Number one exhaust is laying in the valve cover. Put it back on.
That's a big no-no.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah, cars don't run that way.
It's just more power. It's just showing
It's less power.
No, it's just showing it's making more power.
Because it's making so much power, it's pushing stuff out of the way to make more.
Exactly.
Okay, so anyway, put it back on, run the valves, and that's when we figured out we had a possible converter issue.
And we also had the carburetor reworked.
And then we had the carburetor reworked. Go out last week, first pass in the car picked up almost 0.6 of a second and almost 4 miles an hour with a converter change.
So that's
and
good.
The carburetor reworked.
It sounded pretty good.
And then we come back, make the changeover for nitrous. We go back up, he gets in the box, does the burnout, come out.
That's when it does the little snap, crackle, and pop.
Back to the trailer, pull the valve cover off, and the number 7 exhaust rocker arm is laying in the valve cover. Now,
so 1 and 7 are both on the driver's side. Driver's side's odds, passenger side's evens.
So
you should know that.
Little rule for all you new watchers, you youngins out there, to familiarize yourself with a small block Chevy head. The exhaust valves on both heads are the very front and the very back. So we get it apart, figuring we're going to need new polylocks, studs, and keepers. Or not keepers, polylocks, studs, and possibly rocker arms. Get it all apart. On the passenger side of the car, on the number 2 cylinder, number 2 exhaust, which once again, remember your small block Chevy, it's at the front of the head. The rocker arm was not sitting on top of the valve flush. And when I say flush, the rocker arm was on an angle. Messed with it some more, adjusted the guide plate to try to compensate for that. In doing so, I found that to get the rocker arm to sit correctly on top of the valve, it appears that the push rod is rubbing the side of the head. And I think that's causing our vibration issues. Another no-no. I wouldn't really say no-no, and it's by no means is it any engine builder's fault. So let's get that out there. I'm not blaming this on anybody. I think was because the clearance was so close, it could possibly either at high RPMs with enough deflection, which I don't think there should be any deflection in a push rod. It could be up against the head, vibration issue, etc. What we're doing is the car is going back to Mike Duke Racing Engines with the motor in it on Saturday morning. Mike, it was very generous to say bring it over and we will work on it and get it right. Honestly, I think what's going to have to happen, the intake's going to have to come off. I think we're going to have to massage the heads. If you want to turn that around, I'll show them. I'll point to it.
You sound like you know what you're talking about.
I've done this a time or two. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two.
Plus, you can just explain things a lot better than me.
So the push rod's rubbing this part of the head here is what I feel is happening. Okay, if you look at the push rod, there is a little bit of a wear there. Whether that's part of the head or not rubbing it, I don't know. We will find out when we get to Mike Duke. racing engines on Saturday. That being said, I think personally, I think the intake's going to have to come off. We're going to have to grind a little bit of this area on each side, on each head and each pushrod port, just to give us more clearance to possibly stop any vibrations whatsoever. But so far, the issues we're having are on the end cylinders, which is 1 and 7 on passenger, 2 and 8 on your small block Chevys, and it's the exhaust on all the heads where we're having the problem. So I believe that is the issue. Now, I am no means an expert. That's why I am taking it to the expert, and hopefully we'll have an answer Saturday. Hopefully when we leave Mike Duke Racing Engines,
it's running.
This car
hopefully
is running, and
that's
all we gotta do is put the hood back on it and go race.
Hopefully that's what, because
that's the game plan.
We got a couple of bigger races coming up that we want to race, and Big and Banger and stuff like that. Yeah, duh.
I guess we have a couple races we're gonna race.
Yeah, no, sorry, I have a couple of races I want to race, apparently. But yeah, hopefully we get the car running by Saturday, get it all done, and hopefully be ready to race, and maybe test next week. That's end goal. So hopefully we'll be all good. New car, new everything. So not really expected to this point, but there's going to be some kinks that we're gonna have to work out and whatnot. So
if anybody watching is interested in a small tire street car, $55,000, come get it.
he doesn't mean that.
Yes, I do.
He doesn't mean that. Hi everyone, I'm back at the house. I know I suck. I didn't record anything when we were at Mike Duke's house fixing it, but the car's fixed. That's good. It's fixed. It's all good to go. Jump timing too, so we got that figured out. And yeah, we're gonna go test this coming Wednesday.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. I'm the captain now.
Good, you owe me $100.
That's fine. I'll pay you whatever you want. Damn it. But yeah, so what was it? Studs were rocker arm studs were too short. Rocker arms were
rubbing.
Yeah, they were rubbing the spring
and retainer.
And
like 1,000 of an inch.
That's why Mike kind of
massaged them.
Yeah, massaged them a little bit.
Never try this at home. I'm professional.
A little bit. Jump timing. So we got it all figured out, but she's running good now. We're gonna have to add probably a couple degrees of timing to it to make it sound pristine. And then yeah, hopefully we can go to the track soon and then not end up pushing it into the trailer. That'd be awesome. So she's fixed. I know I didn't record anything. I think the only thing I recorded was, no, I know it's fixed. I think the only thing I recorded was Duke massaging the rocker arms. So I was trying to learn some things. So I know I suck, whatever. But yeah, that's about it. I think Avery's going to the Suds tonight. Dog and Suds here in Indy. Car show, drive-in, whatnot. So he might be going there. I'm not sure if I'm going, but if he goes, he'll have the GoPro and he'll show you the cars of Indy, I guess you could say.
Okay guys, we are doing a small little cruise to Suds, which is in Greenwood, Indiana. It's about 45 minutes from where we live. I'm not gonna be doing any interstate driving just because I'm still on a slick, but the car does go in for the cage upgrades tomorrow, which will be Sunday. So see you guys at Suds.
87 or 8?
88.
We is live, baby. What's going on, y'all? We're back at Avery's house, chilling like a villain. Let's see.
Before we get the midnight working hours going.
Yeah, you went to Suds.
Yeah, we got to see some footage of that. It was 95 degrees out, and my car is black, has a rear mount radiator, so it pulled a lot of heat. The video will be in time lapse, so
Yeah, we got a couple of time lapse views on there, and then the GoPro died on Avery. It had like 50%, right?
So hot, yeah. We got there and it had about 50% life, but because it's about 45 minutes in the car. It got to like 220 like twice, so I had to pull over and let it cool off. But that's because I think I had a 19-pound radiator cap and it wasn't venting correctly, so I had all that pressure in it, I think.
And then the GoPro, just from the heat, the GoPro overheated, so I think I got a bad battery in the GoPro too, so just cut off on Avery. He was gonna interview some people there at the Suds.
Yeah, like Dean.
Some
and
notable names.
Super nice, clean LSA swap Fox, and then Skylar, he's got a super clean Coyote Fox. He calls it deleted. So
Yeah, so we missed out on a couple pieces of footage there. Camaro's fixed. Today is Monday. This video is going live tonight. If you're watching this, it's live. Like, this is present day. Camaro's fixed. We're gonna add a couple of degrees of timing, and hopefully, praying the weather is nice to us, we're gonna go test Wednesday. Wednesday night on Muncie, we're gonna go test. And then Friday, I think we might roll out to the Suds again, just get footage that we weren't able to get this past Friday. And then you got some business to take care of.
Friday night.
We got a little bit of business we gotta take care of Friday night. So that should be fun.
We'll definitely have video over that.
Yeah.
Car's at Billy Skinner's house, which he works at Fat House, which a lot of you guys know what that is. It's a big fabrication shop, dyno shop, and they build all sorts of things here in Indianapolis. He's a super good welder. He's adding my rear bars, and then he's adding some X bars on my side, and then just more. I went over it in the last video, so he's doing all that for me, getting it knocked out really quick at a really good price. And in return, I'm gonna help him wire his LS S10. Hopefully, get it ready for Street Car Takeover Indy. So
yeah. Hopefully, we can get the Camaro figured out, because July is kind of a big month here in Indy.
Very big.
Because we have the Big and Banger on the 10th, Muncie Heads Up Series on the 11th, and then
pre-meet the 23rd for Street Car Takeover, and then that night is the Big and Banger, another one.
And then Friday is the no prep race at Lucas
Friday
Oil.
night, yeah. And then Saturday's all your index and roll racing and 28 classes and whatnot.
And I'm sure there's going to be another race somewhere in there too. But hopefully, as long as the Camaro works, everything is fine. If we can go out Wednesday and test and finally get some good data on it with the nitrous, we should be able to do everything that we need, and be able to go race finally. As long as we get good data, we can hopefully do the Big and Banger. Finally get some passes down there, so hopefully everything works out there. So we figured, since we're sitting behind Avery's dad's car, we might as well go over it and talk about it and whatnot. So Brian's not here to talk about it, so Avery, talk to me about it. What is it?
Okay, so the reason my dad's not here, he's an Indianapolis firefighter, and so he works like every third day. But here we have a 281 cubic inch 3-valve modular car. It has a forced induction billet 91-100 on it. You guys remember me telling you about me buying his little turbo? Basically, I mean, just the main gist. I mean, it's really simple, honestly. It's just Diamond pistons, Molnar power adder rods, I believe they're power adders. CG Fab headers, 0304 Terminator crank, and Todd Warren turbo cam spec to his engine. Air to water intercooler. So a 4 fuel system, triple hat. I believe they're, I ain't gonna say what size the pumps they are because I'm gonna sound dumb, but I believe they're 465s. Triple 465s. ID 1750 injectors. On Holly, this car went 849 at, is that bigger? At 161 down in Monets. We won the 3 valve versus 2 valve underdog class down there on stock ECU. So with a 4R70 with overdrive, so it was full street car, and now he's got a Rossler built reed case power glide. So his converter ships today, so it should be here anytime later this week.
It's pretty clean up here too. There's not like,
yeah, we've done quite a bit. We've cut the secondary firewall out. Still factory firewall, but these cars, like all the S497 cars, they came with like a bump out to here, so we gained all this access back here.
yeah.
And whatnot.
Say it looks like really clean with no.
So,
Heck yeah.
it's on Holly Terminator X Max now. Cage and turbo kit and everything was done by John Morgan. Morgan Performance. It's a 10-point precision power glide shifter. You know, just the basics. ARC 8000 switch panel. All this mess right here you see is this factory body harness that we've tried cleaning up, but it gets really hard with these newer cars and having stock steering column, stock headlight switches, tail light switches, all of it.
It's not as easy as the.
Right, not as easy as my car, just to switch over.
These Kaiser wheels look so good.
Yeah, Kaiser threw us a heck of a deal because he's the first car, S197 car, to be on Kaisers, and he has Paul Revitai fuel cell and ice box built into one.
What does that say? This goes on.
This goes on, yeah.
Put lid on.
There's a story behind that. Yeah, just this car's been a 121 60 foot, so I'm thinking we can dip into the 7s this hopefully the end of this season, but we gotta get the car running and making hits, shakedowns first.
Yeah. Just kind of like the Camaro, because the Camaro doesn't want to work, but should be all fine now. But other than that, I think that's gonna be it for this video. We do have a new sponsor to the channel, which is pretty neat. I think we're a week and a half in on just uploading videos, and we have almost 120 subscribers and over 1,000 combined video views, which is awesome. We can't thank you guys enough for that. Really didn't think it was gonna pop off. What is that? What?
It's a big loss.
Whoa!
Dang, boy. I don't do bugs. Like, you guys gotta cut us some slack. Sam's the only one editing, and you know he works a full 8-hour job every day, and I work here
I put
and
in
there,
12,
so.
yeah, 12 hours some days, so it's really hard right now.
Really,
But we're gonna figure it out.
throughout the week,
Yeah.
I don't have my car here. I can't film on it.
Yeah.
And the GoPros stay at Sam's house, and Sam's 20 minutes away, so
We're
working on and improving
we are
our...
figuring it out. I promise. We're 19, 16-year-old kids, okay? We're figuring it out. I promise.
Same with us, so
But
we know
yeah,
it's good to keep up, you know. But...
we
Ooh, why don't you show us this car? We can show them this.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that car real quick.
So this car, it's for sale a certain way, but obviously most of my Facebook friends know about how it's being for sale. I don't think it's a good idea to say how it is on YouTube, but this right here, baby, is a cream puff 1990 Mustang GT, drop top, the whole 9 yards.
You don't even drop the top anymore.
Yeah. I drove to Lagudi, Indiana, 9 p.m. on Friday night to get this car.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Hold on. It's fairly clean. I ain't gonna lie.
That ain't that bad.
When I say clean, I mean like no rot, no rust. It's got a good body. Engine runs. So it's a unit. It's my car's little brother.
It's an absolute unit.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna find a new owner in about it's a day or two.
Hopefully.
So hopefully it finds him tonight, but we'll have to see. But for now, I'm keeping it warm for the new owner. Shout out to Josh for coming and riding with me to go get it. It is in the sticks. If any of you guys know where Lagooty is, it's past Bloomington. And if that says anything, it's like halfway from Bloomington and Evansville. So
The sticks.
the sticks. I had to park in the street.
But like I was saying, we do have a new sponsor to the channel, Justin Ard, out of Indianapolis, Indiana. One of the best TIG welders around. He's gonna help us out, and you're gonna start seeing his logo in the videos and whatnot. So Justin, we appreciate you so much for stepping on and helping a couple of kids chase a dream of racing and going fast. So really, we do thank you, especially all you guys too. Like we were saying, 120 subscribers. I think we can hit 200. I think within the next month.
You know, and
Yeah.
keep dropping content, but we covered how
We're trying. I promise we are trying to drop as much content as we can. It's just really hard, and we're trying to both work and GoPros and stuff like that. So
Friday's gonna be a fun, legit video though.
yeah, Friday will be awesome, and then if Wednesday, if I can test, it'll be pretty cool too.
And then
So
July, racing really, like he said, racing really picks up here in Indiana. So
yeah, in July, so it's gonna be a big month, and going into August and whatnot. So definitely gonna be more content coming then, and then I'm not even gonna worry about the winter time right now because I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I got big plans for my car. So
Yeah, and plus my car, and
lots of
maybe
stop time and garage
maybe
time.
doing something else too. Shh, don't worry about it. But yeah, so all right, I think that's it. All right, y'all. Well, thanks
See
for
ya.
yeah, see ya. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later, and bye.